Okay, what is this product? What is this category? It's the category of AC and DC coolers that have their own compressor inside, so you don't need ice to cool it. And that is kind of a paradigm shift. It's just mind-blowing difference, because now you don't have to manage ice. Ice doesn't take up the room or the weight of this thing. And 42 quarts is pretty big. That's 58 12-ounce beverages, so and it's not that big. So here it is, and $269 is crazy low. And this is my second SetPower, so you know they're no fly-by-night operation. Yeah, they do a pretty good job. For comparison, the bougie brand is Dometic, and they have one that's slightly a little bigger, and that one's $950. So you know, if this is your first cooler, you're like, okay, this is not too tough a pill to swallow. Okay, so they have 3 models, different sizes, different heights, and that determines the volume, all between $200 and $300, so pretty reasonable. Find the one that fits you. And AC and DC means it's really a DC compressor, and it's very efficient and pretty quiet. So it's really DC in its native form. And it has 2 levels, max or eco. Max is if you want to just get it down pretty quickly, you know, want to freeze ice. It can also be powered, you know, if you're like low on, want to get started easy, you just power it from your car battery. And to protect the car battery from getting discharged, it has 3 levels of shutoff. So you can shut off at 12 volts, 12.5 volts. So that can be done. But really the way you want to use it is how I'm using it now. It doesn't have its own battery. So I have a solar power station here. It's just a battery station. I have a big one. This will power it for a week. And then I have a solar one there if you have a small one. But with this kind of system, I can be off grid for like a month. I'll be fine. I can have my ice cream. All right, so a few features about it. It has a 3-year warranty for the compressor. That's pretty good. Opens right here off the side. It doesn't go like that. And it has an LED light, so really cool actually once you get to use it. What we have here, we have a Saison DuPont Belgian farmhouse ale. It has this organizer that you can take off. So you can take this off, get more room, but this is like a, you know, if you need to partition your area. And you know what I noticed with coolers like this is they stay cleaner because there's no water, there's no stale stuff in there. Water really is, when you get home, you gotta get the water out right away. Otherwise, you leave it for a week or a month and it just gets gnarly. So for me, that's a huge benefit, because I'm always tired. Last thing I want to do is clean my cooler when I get home from camping. So another feature it has 2 compartments. So one big one and a smaller one. The small one is 10 degrees warmer. And why is that useful? Let's say you really want your ice cream, then you can just set it down. You can set the temperature down to 0 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the setting. Set it down really low, like 20, but you don't want to freeze your vegetables or your beer, so you put them in the smaller compartment. So it's not multi-zone, like you don't have 2 thermostats like I had in my other cooler, but it does the job quite well. So really cool, very handy, nice shape. These handles were not in when I first got shipment of this product, and I was like, how do you carry this thing? So you don't want handles if you are putting it in your RV. You know, you have a limited space, but once you move it around, yeah, just use the handles. So there is no wheels, no battery, but they do have other models for that, SetPower. So what do I think about it? The thermostat is really cool, digital, you know, the light, and really it's just a compelling package. You know, I gave up my Yeti cooler. I think it cost me $400, and I'm finding that this thing stores the same amount or more than that 45-liter one, because there's no ice. You know, whenever you go out on a trip, you always have to buy a big amount of ice for the number of days that you're out there. You never want to run out, right? And so you're always managing that. So I end up with more usable space, and I can have my ice cream, and it does stay hard. You know, downsides, you know, it's not as quiet. So if this is inside your van and you're sleeping in your van, you know, it might bother you. But I do like that there's an eco mode to to keep the noise down even while it's cooling down. But bottom line, I think it's a great option. You'll be fine with SetPower, and they do have a lot of coupons and deals out there. Thanks a ton.